Hey guys, here. So today I want to go over Team of the Week, some cards, why we don't seem to be getting usable cards in MUT like we should be, a few of the Team of the Week complaints we've seen. But first I want to go over the news of the hour, which is Football Outsiders coming this weekend. So we're getting the following list of players, as you can see on your screen: Amari Cooper, Terry McLaurin, Darren Waller, Ronnie Stanley, Weston Richburg, Daniel Hunter, Jamie Collins, Jordan Hicks, Jerry Alexander, Carlton Davis, Joey Sile. I don't know how to say the last one. I also think I messed up another one. Stanley. So, Football Outsiders. Okay. I worry about all cards not named legends. And are we going to get usable cards? I don't know. This is the first Football Outsiders we'll be seeing this year, flashing back to Team of the Week on this screen. Now, there's a lot of hullabaloo about this one topic, and I think it's very summed up very well by my guy LJ in this meme. Usable cards, us EA. So this got me thinking, like, why aren't we getting usable cards, right? Why isn't the community being blessed with a lot of cards that are kind of balanced, right? The MUT 10, a celebration of top-end MUT cards, which have kind of dominated the game, but they're very expensive. You don't see them on a ton of teams. You'll see one or two on a team. Obviously, there'll always be the God Squad with a few more of them. And those are obviously supposed to be meant to be above and beyond. But the other thing kind of overshadowing every single card in this game is the legend category. The legends right here, which are 91 overalls. And it's really nice that we got a bunch of other new legends this year with the themed diamonds, so on and so forth. But like the legends, it feels like year to year in MUT, the legends are always the best card for good purpose. There are the legends of the game, the greatest players to ever play it. But why? Why does it feel like we play the same game over and over again? Do these things need to be utterly dominant on the field versus, say, guys that are current day studs, the Team of the Week heroes? So when we go take a look at the Team of the Week heroes, they always seem to be worse than what we get on the weekends for the legends. Is it okay? Sure. Morally, there's nothing wrong with it. In my mind, though, I do feel like current day players, we should see them more on squads. The Team of the Week sets are nice, and we'll get to the Team of the Week sets in a little bit. The Team of the Week cards this week between Chubb, who are they again? Chubb, Godwin, and King. So let's take a look at Chubb's card. But Chubb's card, maybe not as good as last week's Ingram's card. And $235, not a terrible price for a top-end running back, but should Team of the Week Masters be 91 overalls? I think potentially so. I mean, we get the limited being 91, but maybe the limited should be 92. Maybe that would well balance out current day players. So that way, my issue is, and a lot of people say this about MLB The Show, one great thing is that you see a few different lineups. Of course, everybody does Kershaw, which is kind of annoying. And I don't love seeing the same cards over and over on every single opponent's team. So having the ability to run out of Nick Chubb instead of running into the same legend cards over and over. And halfback's not a great spot because there's a lot of variety at that spot, for anywhere from Marcus Allen to Gale Sayers to Bo Jackson, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of running backs. Maybe not the greatest example on that position. Wide receivers, though, it's basically a couple legend cards like T.O., Moss, and then Torrey Holt is on everybody's team too, but that's maybe not the greatest because, level master is a whole separate thing. So, usable cards. Team of the Week, the cards are okay. They're not studly. So, like, Keenan Allen's not going to match up with any top-end, like, T.O. or legend wide receiver. Maybe he might match up against the Marvin Harrison, even though I like Marvin Harrison better due to his speed. But the ones I'm most disconcerted about, and we'll circle back to Team of the Week and the set cards, like I said, are these flashback veterans and heavyweights. EA does most of the hard work for these things, putting together the cards, putting them in game, putting them into power-up paths, that kind of stuff. But then, due to these training rerolls, or however they decide to do it, they're too low overall. Veterans, people are like, oh, this is great for theme teams. It's not great for theme teams. Veterans are actually really bad for theme teams. EA is putting these efforts, but they're not really upgrading these cards to a very good card at all. If we actually go to look at all the veterans on the block, we'll switch over to Mudhead here, program, veterans. Like, if you go on a theme team and you go ahead and place Jared Cook on your theme team, whether it's Raiders, Packers, etc., Saints, he's still going to be worse than just somebody running a straight Kittle on a non-theme team. Even with +2 speed boost, if you have a maxed up theme team, you have silver at guards, so on and so forth, he's still bad. He's still not as good. So, I mean, he's not unusable, But like, what would be better for theme teams if these things were 89 overalls? Like flashbacks are 89 overalls. Maybe these current day players that you put out should be actually top end relevant cards. MLB The Show puts out way less content, but people love it because they're relevant cards to people's rosters. They're not putting out crap cards after crap cards that aren't usable in the high end competitive play. I've done a video on this. I've talked about this on stream. These things need to be better. These things 100% need to be higher overall. They need to reweight these sets. If they need to do it, they need to do it ASAP. One other thing for Team of the Week before we get into it, the limited time card wasn't put in packs. Obviously, a huge mistake by EA. I actually ended up buying packs because I knew this make right was coming. So hopefully I get those packs later at a later time. But if you bought packs right after Team of the Week launched, you'll get a make right for them. I actually pulled really bad packs, for which I'll show off right now. They were nothing but gold cards. So I don't know whether they purposely nerfed my account, but it felt bad, man. Team of the Week packs are some of the worst packs possible. I recommend never buying Team of the Week packs until these odds improve, until we get better view info. Probabilities, they're 80 plus at 41%. I pulled like 79s out of 7 straight packs. Like it was the amount of the amount of who the heck did I get? Who is the 79 today? I got a lot of Suttons. Yeah, I got a ton of Suttons out of packs. There's only 2 gold cards, and they're terrible. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Team of the Week, those cards aren't really usable. But the thing is, like, Team of the Week set cards are set cards. They're basically replacements for almost collectibles in order to earn those top cards. So I am fine with Team of the Week cards being low overall. I think these are the cards that should go for low overall squads to kind of take care of the people, maybe that quote-unquote love low overall cards for theme squads. But like, look at this. I pulled barely any cards. I pulled a ton of these. I think I actually sold off a couple of these elites out of the couple of packs I pulled. And also about the make right, I opened my weekend league rewards for the make right packs, and I'm making my weekend league rewards back. I also pulled really terrible in those too. So it's frustrating. I pulled for the limited time card. It wasn't in packs. It was an old limited time still. Hopefully they know that maybe people that pulled their weekend league packs deserve to get something back because they were kind of I don't know, shafted on that. But I've seen some people like, screw you. You just because you pulled during that time period doesn't mean you get double rewards. Because you could have pulled limited, but you didn't. I don't know. I don't like that theory. I don't like the community going against each other like that. But it is what it is. So these cards being less than ideal. I see a few budget ones in the past, the John Rosses, because they have speed. That's what I kind of want out of other cards like this. Like, I wish these things had like one stat that stood out about them. And they don't. They're just kind of like mediocre overall. I guess 90 play rec isn't bad. Playrec isn't that good this year, but he still does have a high 1 stat if you want that 1 stat to max it out. So that's not a bad idea for a set card. Hooper, 6'4", 86 catching is, not really a whole lot here. Run block's okay. Might be okay for a cheap guy to split out wide and run stretch behind as a wide receiver. So, Football Outsiders, I really hope Football Outsiders are rated really aggressively versus maybe the top one being a 90 overall, 91 if we're lucky. The veteran cards, talked about Team of the Week. So, that's what it is. Team of the Week, unfortunately, not exciting this week, but that kind of comes with the territory. I saw one comment on Reddit, or a big old post, about Team of the Week sucks again. I think at this point it's clear. Whoever is making these cards doesn't play. Team of the Week bosses should be cards that are some of the best of their positions, cards we all want, not cards that are cheapest 90. No. So this is wrong. I disagree, and I was really disappointed that the subreddit upvoted this to the top. They gave it 150 upvotes. Basically, the Team of the Week cards shouldn't be cards that are some of the best at the positions we all want, but they should be the best performers. Like, say what you will about EA, but at least they listen to us. Like, Nick Chubb had a ton of yards. He had like 3 touchdowns and 180 yards rushing. Godwin had a ton of receiving yards. Desmond King, you could argue he wasn't the best defensive player this year, and that one I will accept. But they're not big names because they had the best week. You got to give it to the players that actually had a Team of the Week. So for that, I'm disappointed, Reddit. Hopefully people don't make that same complaint going forward, because they should be the best performers of the week. That's what the Team of the Week. So that's kind of what we've argued for years, and now they're listening. We cannot pick that battle. Please do not pick that battle. Please do not give us cards just because they have big names as the Team of the Week. Please keep them going, but please better aggressively stat that so that way they better balance with the legends in the game. Do you guys understand all the points? There's a little bit of gray area in there. They're fine choices, but hopefully their stats are more balanced. I don't want cards to continually get better and better and get to 99 too quickly. I want cards that are balanced with our current cards, so that way we don't aggressively go up, but we have a variety of rosters that we can use. So that's it for my thoughts on Team of the Week and everything that's kind of conspired today. between the make rights, between Football Outsiders. We'll flash back to that quickly before we end it. So, thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you guys tomorrow.